Hi everyone, it's Mogster here. Welcome to episode 4 of my Voltz Let's Play series. As you can see, I'm doing a spot of mining today, mainly to get some of this stuff, and you'll see why very shortly. First of all though, I've got a new PC, and among other things, Minecraft now runs really well indeed. I've bumped up my texture pack to a higher resolution so it looks a bit nicer, and it all runs much faster, so hopefully that should make for some better videos. Anyway, I'm going to keep mining this for now. I'll stop filming while I do the boring stuff, and I'll get back to you soon to show you something interesting. See you then. Okay, I'm back from my mining trip now, and I've got lots of goodies, not least 10 diamonds, which I was quite pleased to find. I've also got plenty of obsidian, as you can see, and that's going to come very much in handy in just a few minutes' time. First of all though, we need to make a brand new machine, and that's called the platinum compressor. So I'm just going to tidy up the stuff I've found, and I'll get these bits together, and I'll show you what this guy can do. See you in a sec. Okay, I think I'm ready now. Still not entirely happy with the power situation, by the way. Well, it's okay at the moment. But when you've got a few things running, it seems the hydrogen generators kind of pulse energy. So you'll get a burst of a few seconds of loads of power, and then it all just drains away for about 5 seconds until the next burst comes along. But it's a lot better than we had before, so you can't really complain. That's quite enough of that for now, I think. Bit of peace and quiet. Right, platinum compressor. All we need is a steel block in the middle. We need one of these on the top and bottom. We need some glass either side, and we also need some redstone. Let's just grab that. Okay, so circuits, block, redstone, and glass. There we go, a platinum compressor. Just need a bit of cable to hook it up. Let's knock a hole in the wall. Oh yeah, I broke my pickaxe. Let's use this one for now. Boom. Platinum compressor. Now this works by creating ingots out of stuff you couldn't normally make ingots out of, so it can make glowstone ingots, for example. And it can also make obsidian ingots, but first we need to enrich some obsidian. Let's back away while it does that, I think. I keep forgetting how loud they are. Let's wait for that to come along. Okay, we have a nice pile of obsidian dust. I should point out, by the way, that each of these only enriches into one pile of dust instead of the usual 2, so they're still fairly valuable. Anyway, obsidian dust. Now we have this platinum compressor. We can combine dust, such as glowstone dust or obsidian dust, with platinum ingots. And that will create, if we give it a moment, a lot of noise. And obsidian ingots. There we go. 9 obsidian ingots. I've got a friend visiting, by the way. I'm only showing you this again because I've got big plans for these guys. Not this episode, but soon enough I will have my revenge. In the meantime though, let's put this to use, shall we? Now these can be used in a similar way to other metal ingots really. You can make weapons out of them and tools. So 2 of these and a stick will not do anything apparently, never mind. But I know 3 of these and 2 sticks will definitely make me nothing. What am I missing? Well, guess what? This is also bugged. I can't make any of these. So that rather sucks. But this is me, and you know, when you can't make something legitimately, you have to cheat. So I will cheat. Now, do you remember earlier I showed you how to make paxels, which are combined axes, pickaxes, and spades? Well, you can make an obsidian paxel, and it is superb. Of course, I keep forgetting the order. There we go. Obsidian paxel. That's the one tool you can still make. And this is basically an incredible combined tool. I think you can even cut obsidian. I think. If it can't, it can cut everything else, and it does it very fast, and it lasts for an awful long time. Making me try it out. Oh, crikey. Hello. Do I have a sword? Shit. Go away! Okay. Hit me with your best shot. Ha! Didn't stand a chance. Right, paxel. Let's dig a bit. Wow. Okay, so as you can see, it can demolish Earth in a single click. Where's some rock? Here's some rock. That's some of that. Look how fast that. It's like a hot knife through butter. Anyway, that was just a little detour to show you this tool, which I'm going to be using a lot in the future. In the meantime, though, let's go and make a start on these conveyor belts. Okay, I've been gathering resources for this sorting system, but I've realised I'm really short on string at the moment, and I'm going to need lots of those to make one of the components we need for the conveyor belts. Luckily though, there's a machine that can help us out, and it's called the wire mill. This is mainly for making wires. It basically allows you to make 3 bits of wire for every bit of metal you use, so it gives you a bit extra than you'd get through the normal method. What it also does though, it allows you to make string out of wool. Quite a bit of it too. So once I get this built, I can get some string production going, and we can get this conveyor belt system working. So let's do that now, shall we? Most of the components you've seen before are just circuits, plates, motors, but there's one new one here, which is something called draw plates. This is made from 3 bits of iron, nice and easy, and 1 diamond, which is horrible, but never mind. Let's just put that together. Draw plates. And now we can put everything we have here together to make our wire mill. Draw plates. Bronze plates, steel plates. Oh, and a circuit. There we go, 1 wire mill. Let's put that here. I'm really running out of space, aren't I? Don't really need that door there, I suppose. Shit. Okay, I guess that means it won't take 240 volts. I really should have checked that first. Never mind. We can sort this out. Oh, that was a diamond as well. Oh well. Okay, never mind. There is something that can help us out again here. Crikey, this turned out to be far more expensive than I expected it to be. In order to get this running on my current 240 volts electricity system, I need a transformer. This one to be precise. But in order to make this, I need 3 steel plates, which is no less than 12 bits of steel, 2 bronze plates, that's a load of bronze, an advanced circuit, that's another diamond, and 2 of these things, which are coils, and they're made with lots and lots of copper plates. So that was a lot of copper, which I didn't have. But I've got it now, so let's make this transformer. We need our 2 coils. There we go. Advanced circuit, steel plates, bronze plates, transformer. So, as you can see, I built another wire mill in the meantime. So, we need a bit of cable there, we need a transformer here. Now, as with other things in Voltz, this has an input and an output side. The input side is always red, and the output side is always black. So what this should do is accept this 240 volt current and step it down to a 120 volt one. So fingers crossed, when I put this down now, it won't explode. Woohoo! And it's got power. Ace! So, like I said, if you put in a bit of metal, it'll turn it into 3 bits of wire. You can then combine that with wool to make cables. But if you just put in wool on its own, you get... wait for it. See? 40 bits of string from each bit of wool. That's pretty good, isn't it? Okay, just quickly. When I said you got 40 from each bit of wool, I meant for every 10 bits of wool. It's not quite that good, but it's still pretty good. It's a lot easier than killing all those spiders anyway. Okay, so now I've got this wool, the string even, I can get to work making this conveyor belts. Let's just get what I need first. You would not believe how much work I just had to do. That's a lot of ingredients. And as you can see, I've been a bit busy. I've got lots of smelting factories, some enrichment chambers, some chests ready, a few other bits. I've got a visitor, let's hope he stays out of our way. Can't be dealing with that kind of riffraff at the moment. I've made a few little modifications to my base when I was waiting for things to cook up. Made it a bit tidier, a little bit ready for what we're going to do now. But I think the time has come, we can actually make our sorting system, or at least the start of it. So let's make what we need to make. The first thing we need to do is make a manipulator. One of these guys. And you make them with basic circuits and dispensers, basic vanilla dispensers. So let's make a few of those. Oh yeah, I made some dispensers ready for this. Yeah, as you can see, we're going to be needing quite a few manipulators. 10 for now, shall we? Okay, and they go hand in hand with the conveyor belts, which are these guys. And for these you actually need wooden blocks, as well as steel and motors. Now again, I've made some motors. Nowhere near enough motors. No, cause the panic, it's fine. I forgot to get 10 conveyor belts for every one you build. So 5 is plenty, that'll make us 50 conveyor belts, which is more than enough. But let's make some of those now. Oh yeah, let's get the wood first. For those we just need some steel. Put the wood on the side. Put the motors in the middle, and we get loads of conveyor belts. We'll be needing those. Let's get some chests. Oh yeah, and the redstone repeater. Now, as this is Voltz and not tickets, we don't have red power 2, but we do need to provide a redstone pulse, and the only way to do that automatically is to build a good old-fashioned vanilla Minecraft redstone clock. So we need one of these. Redstone torch. Let's put them here. Need a repeater. It's in the wrong place. I think that's right. And of course lots of redstone dust. there's our pulse. That should do, I think. Where should we put our chest? This would be our basic drop box for all our stuff we want sorted. When I say sorted, for now this is just going to be for smelting ores above the rest of the stuff at some other points. That's going to be quite complicated, I think. This is going to be complicated enough. Let's just put it here for now. Which is perfect for the manipulator. Yeah, to change the direction of these, you have to shift and right click with the wrench. Now this way it'll take things out of the chest and onto the conveyor belt system. And again, you can rotate these with the wrench as well. While I'm here, you can shift and right click to make them go diagonally upwards, shift and right click again to go diagonally downwards, and do it again to make a raised conveyor belt. But for now, you can stay on the ground. In fact, tell you what, I'll quickly show you how these work. Another manipulator, another chest. Now, oh, we need power as well. Power is very important. This is Voltz after all. There's my cable. Yeah, that's inconvenient. Never mind, let's just dig at the floor, make a mess, shall we? I keep forgetting how powerful this thing is. Where's good? Let's put it right underneath it, I think. Wires. Oh, yay! There we go. These actually require power as well, but they do carry power from adjacent ones, out to about 10 blocks, I think. So you don't have to run cables all the way underneath unless you're going somewhere else with the cables. But if we now put some stuff in here, let's put in some dirt. They'll start popping out onto the conveyor belts, into this manipulator, and they'll end up in this chest. Pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, that's quite enough of that. Oh yes, and unlike pipes, if you throw things onto a conveyor belt, it'll pick it up and take it down the track. That's quite cool as well. Although you have to be careful what you're throwing around, of course. But let's move this now, shall we? Okay, I think this should work now. I'll change this around a bit. I think it makes a bit more sense. So, let's lay a few conveyor belts down. Oh. Let's try and stay still at the same time. Nope, don't want that there. Need our manipulator. Turn around. There goes our chest. Okay, first of all, this is obviously far too small for what I want to do with it. I'm going to have to extend this somehow. But I can show you the start of it at least for now. What will happen is items will go into this chest, they'll come down here, they'll be pushed onto different tracks by something else I'm going to do in a minute, and anything that doesn't get pushed down will go on into this chest. And that's where all the miscellaneous unsorted stuff will end up. Or just the overflow, if anything gets past the other bits. But in order to move stuff onto these other tracks, we need to make something new, and that is the rejector. Here he is. Now these guys are made with steel plates, redstone, pistons and copper wires. So do I have that stuff? I think so. There's our steel plates. Pistons. Let's to make some more steel plates first. Okay, steel plates. Some of those, some redstone, some cables, some of these. No, that'll do. Where can we... Now, do these go here? They do, don't they? That sucks a bit. No, actually it's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't panic. I think one of those can go right here. One can go here. What's that noise? Goodness knows. I'll leave them to it. More conveyor belts. I'll just turn these around in a second. Now the idea is, these guys are going to reject different types of metal. So each of these paths will be for its own type of metal, for now at least. So for example, I'll have iron going down this one, and that will automatically get enriched and smelted. And that's what these are for. Enrichment chamber. Okay, I'd kind of half forgotten the rather annoying bits of Voltz conveyor belt systems. And that's, like in Tekkits, different machines require items to be put in through different sides. But unlike Tekkits, these things are a lot more fiddly than the pipes. And also different things all work in different ways as well. And it's all quite confusing, but I think I know what I'm doing for these. Famous last words. But I'm pretty sure for the enrichment chamber, they have to go in from the top, which means we have to move these upwards. Now from there, of course, I have to attach my wires. Where are they? Just over here. Ah, here we go. There, cables here. Will that work? Cool. Looks a bit ridiculous, but it'll work for now. So, now I need to put down some of these. I need to place my enrichment chamber, which has to go in mid-air. I need one of these on top. Oop. Like so. And I need one of those underneath. You can see why I need so many of these now. Let's go that way. Is that getting power? No, because I haven't hooked it up yet. Now it should be. There we go. Ooh, yeah, there's quite an important part I've left out of this. I need to build a thingy-bob. Thing that tells it what to do. Yeah, I need to build an imprinter. which is one of these things. These require steel, wood, a sticky piston, and that's why those slimes will come in handy. An ink sac, an ink sac, and that's it. Let's get what we need. Wood. No. Sticky piston. Ink sac. And steel. Now to go with this we need something else, which are imprints. And those are made just by using redstone, paper and ink. Let's get some more ink. Put it with some paper and the redstone in a different order. There we go. Okay, now these are one of the few things in Voltz that don't need any power. Let's just put him out of the way somewhere. Let's put him here. Now to use it, you have to put one of these empty imprints in, I think in there. And you tell it what to imprint just by putting it with it. And we want to imprint some ore. Let's do iron ore. There we go. We have an iron ore imprint. And if we add this now to the rejector, you'll see it's now an iron ore rejector. So if you now put in, let's say, a bit of dirt and a bit of iron ore, nothing's going to happen. There we go. See, the dirt's going past. It's not being rejected. But take that away, and the iron ore will start coming up here. And piling up and going nowhere. That's not meant to happen. Right, it turns out this guy is actually particularly fussy. First of all, I was right about it going in the top, so let's put that back as it was. Manipulator up here. Facing the other way. There we go. But as you'll see, it's still not quite right. That'll go up. It'll go in there. That'll turn on. It'll be very loud. Let's turn the volume down again, actually. Okay. Let's run some redstone up here. I've done the cabling already. But yeah, if you put this down here and put some of this in front, you'll see it's turned on, but it's still not taking out this iron dust. Why could that be? Well, it turns out that it only works if this is on the left-hand side of the enrichment chamber. So once you turn it around, it pops the dust. Oh, hang on, that wasn't. Oh yeah. There we go. So that's that. Hopefully the smelting factory is a bit more straightforward. Running out of space here, actually. Okay. One more of these. So just go up. I wonder actually if it'll behave if I just make it go from there. Only one way to find out. I wish I knew what that noise was. It's really spooky. Oh, what we're doing. I have a feeling this isn't quite going to work. Let's give it a shot anyway. Oop, hey, steady on. Let's put this here. one more belt, and if this does work, I'll be very lucky. Oh, it won't work. I need a... Oh, never mind. Let's see if this... Let's see if it even gets that far, shall we? So, iron ore. There comes the dust. It goes a bit wonky. I had a feeling that might happen. Okay, let's put one of these in here anyway and see if it does come out this side. Maybe this one isn't right. Come on. No, it's obviously not right. Okay, I have a feeling this one actually does go on the bottom of this. But then I also thought this did go on the top, so I'm not sure why it's not working. Let's rearrange this, shall we? Let's get rid of you. Put down another manipulator. Make sure it's going the right way. Now then. That sounds terrifying. Zombie cows. Now, will this be kind? Oh yeah, redstone. Yes! I got far too excited about that. Put the sword away for now. And you, I think. Actually, let's move from there. That's just silly. So, will this go all the way? No. I think these things don't really like it if you don't have a horizontal conveyor belt leading into them, which is a bit annoying. But let's try that now. Right then, I think I finally got this right, but I haven't tested it yet, so here's a moment of truth. Iron goes in, goes up here, goes into the enrichment chamber. Wait for that. Wait a bit more. There we go. Out comes the dust, comes up here, and this should go, yes, into the smelter. I've got smelting factories because if you get a few of these, it'll allow you to smelt 3 stacks at once if you have the power, which I don't, but I will eventually. And then that comes out of here, down this conveyor belt and into that chest. Excellent. Now, I've obviously got to do quite a bit of building work before this is before I can do more of this. It's just not good enough, is it? There's only kind of 6 of these running along. I do need 6 different tracks going down, each with their own smelters and enrichment chambers and all sorts. It's going to be... should be interesting, I think. I think that's enough for now, though. I think we've run on for quite long enough this episode. I'll have to carry on with this next time. It's a pretty big project. It's a lot more complicated than it was in Tekkit, that's for sure. Before I go though, I'd like to give a shout out to Benja Conway, who is my first ever subscriber. That was pretty exciting. That sounds pretty pathetic when you get excited about having a whole 1 subscriber, but hey, it's the small things. So thank you very much, Benja. Hopefully you're the first of many. For now though, that's it for this episode, I think. See you next time.